Myself, Miss Rachna Jain, Associate Professor, Department of English, Government PG College, Rajgarh, Alwar. Today in this video lecture I am going to describe the character sketch of Antonio, who is the hero of this play, The Merchant of Venice. This play is mentioned in the syllabus of BA Part 1st English Literature, Paper 1st, Unit B. Character sketch of Antonio. First of all, I read the characteristics of this hero. First of all, introduction, his melancholy nature, a model Christian, his devotion to friendship, unselfish in love, his generosity, his richness, his hatred for Shylock, his weaknesses, and conclusion. Antonio is the merchant of Venice. He is a protagonist of the play. He is about 40 years of age and has lived his life to the fullest. He is a successful businessman owning a fleet of trade ships. Surprisingly, Antonio appears in the relatively few scenes of the play, but he is the driving force behind which much of the action play. Antonio is the main character in this play. Next characteristic of Antonio is his melancholy nature. The keynote of Antonio's character is his melancholy nature and the pessimism. In the very opening lines of the drama, when he says, "I soothe, I don't know why I am so sad, and such a want-wit sadness makes me that I have much ado to know myself." Antonio is always sad, and the note of melancholy runs through all his actions, which is temperamental. He holds the world as a stage where every man must play a part, and his role is sad one. He takes all the sufferings of the world in a spirit of despair. His pessimism is unshakable. Even in the trial scene, when all the attempts are made to save him, he wants the judgment even if it goes against. Commenting on his own state of life, he says to Bassanio, "I am a tainted wether of the flock, meetest for death, the weakest kind of fruit, drops earliest to the ground, and so let me." He is calm and resigns himself to his fate up to the last. The next characteristic is Antonio as a model Christian. Antonio is the model Christian as defined by Elizabethan society. He represents, among other things, the ideal of nobility in friendship. He is also kind and generous both to his friends and to the poor of Venice. Although he is now more philosophical, gentle, and quiet, he can still appreciate the frivolous nature of youth as portrayed by his beloved friend Bassanio. Aside from his love for Bassanio, he is unattached. Perhaps his lack of love is the reason for this melancholy. Antonio's principles are against the borrowing or lending of money for profit. He reflects the medieval attitude that money should be lent for Christian charity. His noble generosity for his friend, however, leads him to cast aside these principles and to take a loan from the merchant Next characteristic is his devotion to friendship. Antonio is not only benevolent but also very friendly and loyal towards his friends, Bassanio and others. For his sake, he is ready to sign the bond of cruel Jew, Shylock, and furnish him with the requisite funds. He says to Bassanio, My purse, my person, my extremists means lie, all unlocked to your occasions. He can break his custom for the sake of his friend, as he says to Shylock, Shylock, although I neither lend nor borrow, by taking nor by giving of excess, yet to supply the ripe wants of my friend, I will break a custom. He help others also. He lends money to the others free of interest. His greatest pleasure is to relieve the sufferings of others. He is a sincere man. Everyone likes him. He is very popular. Even the dukes and the nobles of the court appeal to Shylock to show mercy to him. Unselfish in love. Antonio's unselfishness in love and friendship is his greatest virtue. He is ready to do everything for Bassanio without any selfish motives. He does not want any return for his generosity. He performs all acts of benevolence out of love for the righteous cause. His devoted friendship is based upon pure unselfishness. His generosity. Antonio is universally admitted because he is admired as he is free and open-hearted gentleman who is always ready to help the distressed persons with money. He lends his money and does not charge any interest like Shylock the Jew. He saves many persons falling into the hands and clutches of Shylock. The Jew is very much angry at his generosity and says, I hate him for he is a Christian, but more for that in low simplicity he lends out money grades and brings the rate of usance near with us in Venice. His richness. Antonio is a wealthy merchant. He is a great merchant trading on a large scale. He invests his capital in far off countries and is not very mindful about his losses. He says to Celerio, My ventures are not in one bottom trusted, nor to one place, nor is my whole estate upon the fortune of this present year. His hatred for Shylock. But this noble man, Antonio, hates Shylock very much because he charges very high rate of interest from the needy people. He rebukes him openly and even spits at him. He calls him a cutthroat dog, a cur, as his hatred for the Jew is deeply ingrained in him due to his miserliness and tyrant nature. His weakness. Antonio is a man of simple nature. Suspicions and doubts do not cross his mind. He is so simple and unworldly that he undertakes to sign the bond and accept the preposterous terms of Shylock. Despite his every knowledge that the Jew was playing a trick with a view to take revenge upon him, he plunges in the danger. This shows his lack of foresight and utmost simplicity. He is outspoken in fault finding. He openly abuses the Jews. He rails at him and says, I am as like to call thee so again to spit on thee again, to spurn thee too. This sort of insolence against someone shows a great weakness in his character which deserves punishment. Conclusion. Antonio is religiously intolerant. He is a bigot who hates all the religious except Christianity. Besides this, he is deficient in prudence. He is too careless speculating. He is too ready to place his credit at the disposal of others and too simple to sign a bond without realizing its full implications. His goodness makes him uncautious and unguarded. When the doctor of law in the trial scene asks Bassanio to give him ring, Antonio forces his friend to part with the ring and breaks his promise. He is now prepared to take upon himself all the blame. He is lacking in quickness and cleverness of the judgment, in firmness and strength of will. With such weaknesses, it is not possible for Antonio to be either a leading man or a man of action. One may well doubt if he deserves to have the play named after him. Thank you for listening to my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.